Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have recently seen strutting their stuff on the big stage, attending the 6th Invictus Games in Dusseldorf. The duo appeared smiley and united for the cameras, appearing to dispel any notion that they were growing apart. However, a royal source has called into question the amount of time, or lack of, that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are spending together. Speaking to Closer, the insider said that the pair had been apart an awful lot these days. They added that it was very noticeable that the former Suits star is having to ditch him to work on her celebrity brand. Meanwhile, the recently turned 39-year-old prince wants to focus purely on the charity side of things. Harry recently told an audience in Japan, "My life is charity. Always has been, always will be. I've been involved in many charities for most of my life, and I get a huge amount of fulfillment giving back to as many people as possible." Mum of two Meghan has recently signed up with a Hollywood talent agency, which also represents stars such as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Adele and Serena Williams. The royal source added, "It's a fairly dramatic shift. There's a lot of talk about how these two could be in danger of gradually growing apart, even if it's been brought about just by circumstance and, as far as Meghan sees it, the need to land big deals to keep their profile up and the money coming in." This blog is now closed. 3 months ago 014 Luke Whelan. This blog is now closed. Thank you for joining us today for Royal Family Live. For more royal family updates, please visit express.co.uk/news/royal. 3 months ago 2150 Luke Whelan. Prince Edward visits RAF College Cranwell as reviewing officer. The Duke of Edinburgh attended the graduation of the King's Squadron at RAF College Cranwell, Lincolnshire today. Attending the ceremony as a reviewing officer, he reviewed the graduating officers on the college's parade ground, attending the ceremony. After the graduation parade, he planted a lime tree on Queen's Avenue, in line with tradition. 3 months ago 2009 Luke Whelan. King Charles called global warming most existential challenge after Sunak's net zero U-turn during his speech at the French Senate today. King Charles referred to global warming as our most existential challenge. The King, who is known for his keen interest in global issues, made the comment just a few hours after Rishi Sunak announced plans to scrap net zero targets. Charles said, "Just as we stand together against military aggression in Ukraine, so must we strive together to protect the world from our most existential challenge of all, that of global warming, climate change and the catastrophic destruction of nature." In this century, man has started to understand that to survive, he must protect nature. This vision is all the more relevant in the 21st century. 3 months ago 1805 Luke Whelan. King Charles gets standing ovation as first British monarch to address the French Senate. King Charles made history today as the first British monarch to address the French Senate. He was given a standing ovation. During his address, he said, "Today, in confronting the greatest challenges of our time, we continue the work of those who came before us." When General de Gaulle spoke to the French people from London in June of 1940, he said, "Remember this, France does not stand alone. She is not isolated, she can make common cause with the British." 3 months ago 1717 Luke Whelan. Endearing photographs of their majesties at the flower market in Paris. The royal family has released an endearing photograph of King Charles and Queen Camilla, umbrellas in hand, visiting the flower market in Paris. The picture was shared side by side with a photograph of Queen Elizabeth II at the same spot, which was renamed after her visit in 2014. 3 months ago 1635 Luke Whelan. Anti-monarchists in France have raged about Charles and Camilla's visit. "What's the use of Charles and Camilla?" a French communist told French TV. French Communist Party Lutte Ouvrière spokesperson Nathalie Arthaud branded Charles and Camilla a tourist attraction. She told BFM TV, "What's the use of Charles III and Camilla? Apart from fueling tabloids and serving as a tourist attraction, she also mocked the state banquet at Versailles on Wednesday night. 3 months ago, 1602, Luke Whelan. Queen Camilla takes on Brigitte Macron in table tennis. Camilla revealed a hidden talent this afternoon: ping pong. After a day of formal events, Queen Camilla and France's First Lady, Brigitte Macron, went head-to-head in a table tennis match. The pair had spent the morning together at the Bibliothèque Nationale de France. 3 months ago, 1335, Callie Brooks. Meghan Markle's BFF shares wedding photo and eagle-eyed royal fans spot Prince Harry. Meghan Markle's BFF Misha Nonu shared a glimpse into her A-list wedding for the first time last night, and eagle-eyed royal fans think they've seen a special guest in attendance. The British Bahraini fashion designer wed oil tycoon Mikey Hess in 2019 at a ceremony attended by the who's who of Hollywood. Details of the exclusive event are scarce, but the top designer offered a glimpse into the ceremony with a snap shared on her Instagram last night. Misha captioned the post, "Married the man of my dreams 4 years ago today. Happy anniversary my love at Mikey Hess." In one photo, the couple can be seen at the end of the aisle with Misha wearing an elaborate wedding dress she designed herself. In the corner sits a balding man with red hair. 3 months ago, 1223, Callie Brooks. King Charles and Emmanuel Macron, only men on the planet, doing romantic gesture, claims King Charles and Queen Camilla are visiting Paris, Versailles and Bordeaux this week as part of their 3-day state visit to France. The royal trip was initially scheduled for March but had to be postponed due to French strikes and protests. On their first day, French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte Macron hosted a glamorous state banquet at the Palace of Versailles. Body language expert Judy James analyzed the non-verbal communication between the two couples and claimed that King Charles and Emmanuel Macron often perform an archaic, yet romantic, gesture. Judy opined, "There are probably only 2 men alive on this planet who still think that the archaic act of kissing the back of a woman's hand is an attractive, courtly gesture that flatters the female sex. One is King Charles, who is famous for his hand-kiss rituals when he meets women he considers of a high regal rank, and the other, it turns out, is Macron." 3 months ago, 1125, Callie Brooks. King Charles remembers his darling mama as the golden thread that bound France and UK. King Charles has addressed the French Senate, the first time a British royal has ever done so, and paid tribute to the golden thread of his late mother Queen Elizabeth's legacy. He said to the assembled politicians, "In the rich and complex tapestry of the relationship between France and the United Kingdom, my mother's golden thread will forever shine brightly. Let it inspire us all." The king added, "You describe the late Queen, Her Majesty, as the embodiment of British democracy with true dignity and in all permanence. I cannot describe just how important these words are for me and for my family. All I can do is thank you and thank the people of France for the great kindness you expressed to us and all of our people at a time of great sorrow." The King and Queen Camilla arrived in Paris yesterday for the start of their 3-day official visit, which had been due to take place in March but was postponed due to rioting in the country. 3 months ago, 1054, Callie Brooks. King Charles rebukes Russia's horrifying invasion of Ukraine in unprecedented speech. King Charles has spoken out against Russia's invasion of Ukraine in a wholly unprecedented move. The monarch made the comments while delivering a speech at the French Senate this morning, and described the war as horrifying. He said Ukraine must win its war and invoked the unity of Britain and de Gaulle's Free French movement in the Second World War as an example of the need to stand together against unprovoked aggression on our continent. Switching from speaking in English to French, he added, "Together we are steadfast in our determination Ukraine will triumph and that our cherished freedoms will prevail." 3 months ago 9:51 Callie Brooks Princess Kate not expected to join Prince William at Earthshot Awards in Singapore. Princess Kate is not expected to join Prince William when he travels to Singapore in November for the Earthshot Awards ceremony, according to reports. The Prince of Wales will be in the Southeast Asian country to announce the 5 winners of the 2023 prize, with the 15 finalists being revealed during his trip to New York this week. Although Kate joined him for the 2022 ceremony in Boston, Massachusetts, it is understood she will not make the trip this time around, The Telegraph has said. No specific reason has been given for her absence, but there is speculation it could be to do with her and William's 3 children, as she may want to spend the time with them. The Prince and Princess have also decided not to undertake a royal tour this year, following the controversy surrounding their trip to the Caribbean in 2022. 3 months ago 8:42 Callie Brooks Princess Kate shuts down flirtatious signals and remains loyal to Prince William. Princess Kate dazzled on a trip to a Royal Navy airbase in Somerset this week as she showed consistent confidence, while her husband Prince William was in New York meeting with UN leader Antonio Guterres. Body language expert Darren Stanton explained that, in spite of not being born royal, Kate seemed to show greater ease during her royal visit than William, as she stepped up while he appeared more understated. Mr. Stanton also noted that the princess was very popular with some of the men accompanying her, who displayed some flirtatious signals. However, she maintained a respectful politeness and remained loyal to William. Speaking on behalf of Betfair Bingo, he said, "Kate tried on the life jacket, and she looked like she was really enjoying herself. She was showing lots of genuine laughter, and they seemed to be loving spending time with her." Some of the guys gave a few flirtatious signals here and there. Kate didn't respond. She was polite and friendly but respectful of William. "We saw her really letting go. She looked relaxed as her shoulders were down, and had lots of natural interaction with the staff." 3 months ago 8:05 Callie Brooks Macron's charm offensive. President plants kiss on Camilla in front of King and Bridget. A blustery evening in Versailles did not stop French President Emmanuel Macron from kissing Queen Camilla's hand on arrival to the state banquet. Their Majesties King Charles and the Queen had been invited along as guests of honor at the lavish event this evening in the Hall of Mirrors Palace. It marks the end of their first day in France, with 2 more left to go as part of the royal tour. King Charles hailed his welcome as magnifique as he stepped out in a black dinner suit and bow tie, with his wife looking the part in a navy cape dress and sapphire jewels. In a special nod to the late Queen Elizabeth, the Queen also wore the King George VI sapphire necklace. Mr. Macron, who has been joining the King on the first day of his tour, was seen planting a kiss on the Queen's hand, before placing his hand on the King's back and steering him towards excited crowds at the side of the red carpet. 3 months ago 6:40 Max Parry Prince George faces big change in 2 years' time over safety issues. Prince George is set to begin flying without family in just 2 years' time. There are a number of royal traditions that are passed down from generation to generation, with one being royal heirs flying separately for safety issues. King Charles and Prince William never fly on the same plane, and it's predicted it would be the same for Prince George and Prince William. George, who is now 10 years old, will be expected to fly separately when he turns 12. The reason is that if there is a mechanical error or accident, it will not impact the entire family. Here become an Express Premium member. Support fearless journalism. Read the Daily Express online. Advert free. Get super fast page loading. Start 30-day free trial.